Hi guys, it's still Mr. Richard. This video is specifically for those who will be writing paper 2, um, November grade 12. Yes, for those of you who are doing CAPS in South Africa. So yes, let's get started. So this question, I took them on November 2021. First question says simplify without using a calculator. That's 6 marks. How can you simplify without using a calculator? Well, let's start with the sine 140. Yes, we need to reduce this angle. Let me take my calculator. So I'll say 180 subtracted by, all right, 140. That's 40. So in other words, 80 minus 40. So in other way to have sine 180 subtracted by 40. Right. So when you answer such question, you need to have a knowledge of cast diagram. Remember the knowledge of cast diagram. Then right, we have sine 180 minus 40. 180 minus 40, it's 140, which is good. Then which quadrant is this? Guys, you must remember your cast diagram. All science teachers take coffee, right? Here it's gonna be 90 minus x. Here it's gonna be 360. All right, 360 plus x, and here it's gonna be 90 plus x, and here it's 180 minus x, and here it's 180 plus x, right? Okay, and here we have 360 minus theta, and we have a negative angle, which is negative theta. So how is cos at the fourth quadrant? It's not a home for cos. I mean, how is sine at the first quadrant? Since they were looking for sine 360 minus x. Sine, it's negative. So we are going to have, let us put it into brackets. We're going to have negative sine x, right? Down with the numerator. Let's go to the denominator. So we have cos 50. What about changing cos 50 so that it is the same with with sine 180 minus 40? So the best thing we could do there, it's using a cofunction. So it's a cofunction. We can change it by subtracting by 90 minus 50. That will be 40, and 90 minus 40, that will be 50. So we have cos 90 subtracted by 40, that will be cos 50. Then which quadrant is this? For tan, it's not a home for tan, it's a home for cos, so meaning tan is negative. So we are going to have negative tan x, right? Okay. All right. How is sine at the second quadrant? It's positive, so we're going to have sine 40. Remember here we're going to have negative sine x. Okay, how is cos? Cos, it's positive on the first quadrant. It's a home here for all trigonometric ratios. So this will change to sine 40. It's a cofunction. The reason it changes it is because it's a cofunction. Then tan, remember, according to identities, tan is what? It's a quotient identity. So we are going to change it sine x all over cos x. So common trigonometric ratio will cancel each other. So in this case here, we are going to have negative sine x divided by negative sine x all over cos x, right? So what is the reciprocal, the inverse of this? Sine x will be multiplied by cos all over x. What becomes it? What is in a denominator will be a numerator, and what is a numerator will be a denominator. So remember that we have negative sine x here. Common trigonometric ratio cancel, therefore their solution will be cos x. So that's how you can work out such questions. Right, now let's go to proving the identity. This was from November 2021. So for those who are preparing for Monday, this upcoming Monday on the 6th of November 2022. So guys, here we're given an identity. I always use this technique: innocent until proven guilty. Start with the side that is easier for you. If you think the right hand side is easy to work with, but in this case the right hand side is nothing we can change, I think it's advisable that we work with the left hand side. The left hand side will be equal to. So, all right, what can we see there? Oh, we can see there's a square identity. So remember here, since there's cos, we can write the numerator in terms of cos, right? So we can change sine squared. What is sine squared? Remember that sine squared, according to it's going to be cos squared equals to 1. This is square identity. For us to make sine the subject, we are going to transpose cos to the other side. So it's going to be 1 minus cos squared x. So meaning where we see sine squared x, we can put 1 minus cos squared x. So in this case, we can just say 2 negative 2. So it will be 1 minus cos squared x, okay, plus cos x plus 1, right? All right, then we can change the what we could change at the denominator. It's this 540. That's huge. That's huge. We can, whenever an angle is greater than 360, keep subtracting it by 360. Whenever an angle is greater than 360, keep subtracting it by 360. So in this case, we are going to say 540 minus 360. That will be 180. So we are going to say cos 180 minus x. Okay. All right. So from here, we can work out the numerator. That will be negative 2. Remember, the negative 2 multiply everything that is inside the bracket. So we are going to have negative and negative times negative cos squared x is going to be positive cos squared x. So we have cos x here plus 1, right? Okay, divided by the denominator there. How is cos at the second quadrant? Cos, it's negative. It's not a home for cos, it's a home for sine. So in this case, at the denominator, we are going to have negative and negative. It's going to be cos x plus 1, right? Okay, we are done with the denominator. Let's work out the numerator then. Cos squared x. Then we have negative 2 plus 1. Those are like terms, guys. Collect the like terms. So it's going to be cos x minus 1. Okay. We are not done there. We are not done. So from here, guys, you can see you have a trinomial. You have a trinomial. Oh, they want us to have it must be 2 cos squared x. Let me see, what mistake did I made here? Okay. Oh, my mistake was here, because negative 2 times 1, it's negative 2, and negative 2 times cos squared x is going to be 2 cos squared x. Such a silly mistake there. So what can we do? We are left with 2 cos squared x. Okay, so it's supposed to, sorry for here, it's supposed to put 2 cos squared x there. Then this is correct. Then let's go. Okay, we need to factorize this. So we have 2 cos squared x plus cos minus 1. It's a trinomial, so it's going to be 2 cos x as well as cos x here. Remember the factors of 1, it's 1 and 1, so we are going to put 1. What about the sign? When your last term is a negative sign, your signs will be different here. In this case, they will be different, meaning that this one will take a negative sign and this one will take a positive sign. Therefore, we are left with cos x plus 1. So we have common trigonometric ratios there. They cancel each other. Therefore, we have proven that 2 cos x minus 1, this left hand side is equal to 2 cos x minus 1. Therefore, left hand side is equals to right hand side. So this was 4 marks, right? So in this video, I have covered it's 10 marks. Yes, 10 marks. So once you're able to work with this, you'll be able to grab those marks, guys. So in the next video, I will be explaining questions that is associated with diagram questions that involves theorem of Pythagoras. Hope you find this video useful, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's click the red button. Let's grow the community. So guys, if these questions I took them on November 2021, yes, so you can visit that question paper and review. We love you.